Hey folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Yes, rainy weekend. Rain in the forecast. Hope you don't forget your umbrella and your boots. Some flooding around several areas in Georgia, especially up here in North Georgia. A lot of pictures out there of the rushing water down the river. So I had a little flooding next to my house. Used to it. Let's see. It is Monday. I have the love bear right here. I was told not to call it the love bear, but I put it right there. Right there. That's a calming effect. Now Beth Bennett of H&R Block gave me this bear. And I think it should be there for a calming effect. If I look over and see the bear, maybe I'll calm down. So we're going to go with that. So we have the love bear because Wednesday is Valentine's Day, right? Is that what Valentine's Day, Wednesday? Okay. And just a made-up holiday in February to... so people will spend money, right, Amanda? It's just, don't agree. Amanda does not agree. Okay, well, I'm your host, BKB. Now, we're going to get started right into this show. We have a lot out in front of, did you watch any Olympics? I did not put that on Facebook, but I would like to know, did you watch any Olympics? What is your favorite sport? Every time the Olympics comes on, there's someone new that becomes a star, or you just really come to really like. Who is that for you so far? Is it the Hamiltons in Wisconsin in the mixed curling? Just had to start there, okay. Are those your new stars? The Hamiltons, right? Brother and sister team in mixed curling. Up there in Wisconsin. Let's tell them how to get in touch with the show. 706-889-9700. 706-889-9700. Chief@fetchyournews.com. You can always send us an email, chief@fetchyournews.com. Follow us on Twitter @fetchyournews or @FYNTV. Also, to let you know, our YouTube channel, if you will go to YouTube, FYNTV, Fetch Your News, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, when we go live, broadcast anything live or post videos, you'll get a notification. So that's on our YouTube channel. All right, where to begin? Hey, I got a question for you. One, do you think Democrats are prepared to have Republicans sing the blues, no pun intended, in Georgia this coming fall? Let's see, I like that. Are Democrats preparing the Republicans to sing the blues, blue state, this coming fall? I will tell you this. And I said this so long ago on this show, a year ago. I said it a year ago. I said it a year ago. But they are fielding candidates, folks. Democrats are fielding candidates now. It's a game plan. They've had a game plan for a long time. And they are fielding candidates. They're putting candidates on the ballot in areas you would not expect. Now, you're going to tell me that there's been Democrat candidates on a Fannin County, Georgia ballot in the past. Okay, you're going to say that. All right. This time there is a different candidate. Dixie Carter's on the ballot. Now, here's the reason I'm saying this, okay? Here's the second thing. We're going to use Georgia for an example. Now, will they pour the money into Georgia? I don't know. But don't forget, let me just remind you of some things while you are getting comfortable. You remember when you were so comfortable with Republicans because the 2010 had a Tea Party wave of candidates went through. That was the Tea Party wave that you and I put Tea Party candidates in. We put candidates like Marco Rubio, a Tea Party favorite. We put candidates like Tom Graves. We pushed all these candidates around the country with a sweep in there to control spending, balance the budget, cut the deficit. You remember that? So when I ask you to remember things, please do not take it for granted. Remember, Georgia just recently holds the record for the most expensive congressional district race, okay, in the United States history. Georgia, the 6th district, most expensive. Well, that was a single race. That was a single race, okay? And they poured it into that one race. Democrats are fielding candidates all across the state of Georgia, all right? And not just Georgia, all over the United States. They are fielding candidates. Well, they're not good candidates, you say, okay? I don't know. You may agree or disagree. Doug Jones, my opinion, Mo Brooks should have been the next senator from the state of Alabama, Mo Brooks. But the establishment Republicans, along with the Democrats, you have Doug Jones now as the senator of Alabama, a Democrat. Well, that John Ossoff, he wasn't even a good candidate. He was a no-name. Just preparing you now. Preparing you now. And we're going to talk a little more about that. But is Georgia Republicans ready to cry the blues? Because I do think there's some candidates on the ballot. Well, these candidates you say could never win in Georgia. These candidates are so radical and to the left, they can never win, okay? Well, let's just say your Republican nominee, let's just say, now I don't know this for a fact, so don't quote me, I'm just giving you some examples. Everything is set up. The winds of change, okay, it's out there, it's set up, okay? Let's just say a month before the November election, and you have a Democrat on the ballot and you have a Republican on the ballot, and it comes out that in college this Republican candidate was dating a girl and she alleges he slapped her. Don't go after me, folks. Don't go after me. It's just all set up. It's all ready. I'm just telling you. It's all ready. Okay? They say Ed Gillespie in Virginia is not the governor today in Virginia because women stood in line to send Donald Trump a message. Women did. It was pouring the rain in Northern Virginia that day, but women would not leave that line because they were sending a message to Donald Trump. They say in Alabama, a message was clearly sent to Donald Trump after accusations from several women came out that Roy Moore liked his ladies a little on the underage side. That women came out. Now, my question to you before we go down the domestic violence road. Now, Amanda, listen to this, okay? Listen to this very close. By no means is this show at any time going to say anything that sounds supportive of domestic violence? I want to make sure. I'm trying to, I'm driving to work and I'm saying, okay, you need to talk domestic violence, but you have to be careful, BKP. Be careful out there. All right? So, anyhow, but now Rob is that his name? Rob Portman, right?
Porter.
It's Porter?
Yes.
Okay, Rob Porter. Let's put the picture of Rob Porter up there. Rob Porter he was the secretary. Now, there's a couple things I want to go with here. He was the president's secretary, okay? And Rob Porter had access to secret documents, okay? Classified secret documents. And he did not have his security clearance. So there's a couple things the media is playing. They're back to the playbook of disarray, chaos in the White House, chaos in the West Wing. They now have to take down General Kelly. There's the General Kelly takedown. So the FBI, they do background checks. The FBI does background check. Anybody that comes into the White House, there is a division of the FBI that does nothing but go through their entire background. And the reason they do this, just so you know, the reason they do this is to make sure that these people would not be in a compromising position where they could be blackmailed by a foreign government, that a foreign government could use information against them, which in turn they would give information. They have to be very cautious of blackmail, their background, who they know. Okay. Now, it's interesting that security clearance, communist ties, all right? There's a couple things this morning. Communist ties, background, making sure that you can't be blackmailed, ties to certain organizations, anything and everything. So, this guy has a temporary security clearance. And my understanding, the holdup on the security clearance is basically these two accusations, and I want to be careful to call them accusations. Now, at any other time, we watch a thug, right? We watch a thug go in on video camera, okay? I'm just saying, America. Okay, any other time we watch a thug go in on a video camera, punch a clerk or something and steal cigarettes or cigars, go outside, get in a fight with a police officer, and it's all on video, but it's alleged. We have to use alleged, okay? All right, but allegedly, this guy is involved in domestic violence with 2 ex-wives. So that does not mean... I got a question, Amanda, and I want you to help me with this, because I want you to just say straight to me, okay? I want you to promise to just tell me straight. When an accusation is made, do you immediately, without question, believe the woman?
I think that there's 2 sides to every story. There's the truth, her story, and his story. So what's fair is to investigate it.
What's fair is to investigate it. Because right now the argument, and stay with me here, right now the argument is... These ladies have made the accusation, and I'm not saying they're lying by no means, but because President Donald Trump said, hey, Rob said, hey, it's not as it seems, he is, I'm just saying, do you believe the woman no matter what? The accusation is made, the woman immediately is believed 100%.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay. All right. Now, so let's move on from that. All right. Now, because Rob Porter, and you know, if Colby, is that her name? Colby Holderness, is that her name? Put her picture up. All right. This is the first ex-wife. Okay. Now, it's not okay. I don't want to define the words, but supposedly Rob punched her in the eye. Okay. Supposedly she was punched in the eye. Okay, fine. All right. I'm not going to doubt her. But the media has that now that he beat her. Now, but what I'm saying is not that getting punched in the eye is not being beat. But do you understand what I'm saying now is they're making it sound like he beat her? Do you understand what I'm saying, Amanda?
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, because you got to help me out here. I don't want to mess up. And you have to be my...
Are you treading lightly here?
Yeah, I'm treading lightly, but do you understand what I'm saying? It's not okay if anybody punches somebody in the eye, but...
No.
Where I come from, a beating is a beat down.
Right.
Okay.
Is that your Jersey boy beat down?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but the media is playing that Rob beat his wife. Well, okay, maybe he did, but this is the black guy. Now, put Rob back up there for a minute. So, he can't get security clearance, and before I go to break this morning, okay, he has to. He resigns, and now, at all costs, they want to get rid of General Kelly. Put up General Kelly. I want to leave you with a couple things before we go to break. Timing, folks. Now, if the FBI has known about Rob, and this is where, stay with me, because you're going to say, BKP, you're really stepping out there, okay? Well, see, first of all, I believe in the deep state. Okay, I just do, all right? And I'm very upset with Republicans that voted with to pass $400 to $500 billion in new spending. I'm very upset with them, okay? That being said, Republicans and Devin Nunes, as the consigliere, he's being known, Donald Trump's consigliere, Devin Nunes, all right? Now stay with me. Now it's the John Kelly takedown. They want John Kelly out. The media is rolling every minute of every day as hard as they can this morning of, hey, John Kelly must go. John Kelly offered his resignation. Rumor is there's a short list out there. Mark Meadows is on it. Mick Mulvaney is on it. Even Kellyanne Conway. All right. So they want John Kelly gone. I want you to pay attention to something. FBI is in big trouble. Donald Trump exposes the swamp for what they are. Nunes, consigliere, they released the memo, the Republican memo, okay? They released the Republican memo. Alan Schiff, which is full of shift, okay? Adam Schiff. He writes a 10-page opposition memo, Democrat memo, knowing sources and standards and systems are all in this memo, will have to be redacted. He knows that, okay? So he sends his memo up to the president, gets it returned. The FBI is in big trouble. The FBI knows about Rob Porter for a year. The FBI knows about these two women for a year. You see, conveniently, okay, Roy Moore's accusers came out 60 days in advance, right? or 6 weeks before an election. Here they come. We have an accuser from the 14-year-old. We had years that people knew of these alleged accusations towards Roy Moore. Years. But at an opportune time, they came out, right? FBI. See, the question is not, did Rob Porter hit his ex-wife? And the question is not whether, he drug his second wife out of a shower and verbally abused her. That's not the question. The question is, why did the FBI take the opportune time as now? Who opened this story up? You see, Porter beat, according to the news, his first wife before there's record, okay? Police report, whatever, okay? The second wife, Porter did what the accusations, the second wife, restraining orders. FBI knew this on day one. The news could have known this on January 21st. The news could have known this, right? February, March, April, May. But it's a year after the fact, over a year after the fact, when it becomes something that needs to be exposed, okay? Hold on, stay with me. I want to read something and then we're going to take a break. The one thing you're going to hear, folks, and I'm trying to break this down, you continue to hear the security clearance. You're going to hear today, Jared Kushner has no security clearance. You're going to hear today that Porter had no security clearance. Okay? You're going to hear these people so close to the White House. You're going to see these people so close to the President of the United States. You're going to hear all day long a White House in chaos. But let's go back to 1994. Let's roll back in the Wayback Machine, 1994. The Clinton security clearance meltdown demonstrates it's the people, stupid. It's over, all right? Over. No security clearance. The Clinton administration admits that out of a total of 1,044 White House personnel, as many as 100 do not have security clearance. These include some of those who have routine access to extremely sensitive national security information, like Dee Myers, the White House press spokeswoman. That's what I wanted to do, folks. I'm trying to do this on a daily basis. I'm trying to come in here and be the opposition. We have no choice. No choice. You will hear it all day. If you're out there today and all you had was a little bit of time on the radio, okay, and all you had was a little bit of time on CNN, and my God, what the hell's wrong with you if that's what you're doing? But they all are going after. I watched all 4 morning shows yesterday. I mean, all 4, CBS, NBC, ABC, and Fox, Chris Wallace included. They opened up with this domestic violence, and then he did not have security clearance. He did not have security clearance, and my God, he was privy to classified information, and Jared Kushner in a White House in disarray. May I remind you one more time, and maybe the media will come out with this today. No security clearance. Clinton administration admits 100. Even those that have extremely sensitive national security information, like Dee Myers, the White House press spokeswoman. It also includes 2 others are responsible for activities that necessarily involve classified data. For example, Patty Thomason, the director of the White House Office of Administration, which according to the Wall Street Journal oversees personnel, computers, and some security operations. For the executive office of the president, only got her clearance in February, 13 months into her job. 13 months she had the job before she had clearance. 13 months. I think the Tea Party is dead. I know that angers a lot of people. I think the Tea Party is dead, and I wonder where the Freedom Caucus is. And I'm wondering if last week was the end of the Tea Party and the Freedom Caucus. The President of the United States is going to announce a $1.5 trillion infrastructure spending bill. He just signed. Why was there no fanfare, Mr. President? Why was there no Rose Garden? Why the hell? Let me ask you a damn question, all right? You know, why the hell, Mr. President, when Chuck Schumer and Mitch McConnell continued, and Paul Ryan, their drunken spending spree, okay, in Washington, D.C., why did you not, Mr. President? You know I'm a supporter. Why did you not do the desk? Why did you not have the 12 pens? Why? Why, Mr. President? Why not put Mitch and Chuck together and show this awesome bipartisan deal? Why did it just slide over your desk and you sign it? Why the hell did you do that? Why do you have Mitch and Chuck and all of these great Republicans and Democrats behind you that supported your spending, over bloated spending? Why didn't you have 6 pens and sign this one and say, Chuck, you want this one, so the American people can remember how much more money you spent? Hey, Mitch, would you like this pen, Mitch McConnell, so the American people can see and remember how bad? Put this pen up so you will know when you see it how bad you lied to the American people. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I might have to go to the bear in the next segment, Amanda. Might have to go to the bear. Take us to break.